Hey everybody, this is Simmons, and this is Philosophy for Where We Find Ourselves, March 27th, 2020. Today I'm coming from you in a little different arena. I was just out for a jog and came upon an area in my neighborhood, actually, kind of just behind it. I've lived in this neighborhood for 10 years, and I've never actually found this before. I want to think with you just for a minute about the idea of despair, and how is it that we are able to continue moving forward in light of it. So you'll see behind me this stream, and there's not a whole lot about it that looks very exciting. And you can see over my shoulder there some sort of metal bin that has rusted into the water. The water actually looks pretty yellow, not exactly appetizing. We've got a tree that's laying down dead over top of it, a lot of brush and scrub that's everywhere. So this might be a kind of a thing that makes you think, you know what, I should go a different direction. This isn't where I want to be. However, what I want to encourage you with today is the idea that sometimes our brightest days and our brightest moments lie just around the bend in the river. And the problem is our vision's not able to see around bends. This is one of those realities of the human condition. We have limited life. We also have limited vision. For me, I draw some hope and encouragement is the idea that just because I can't see something doesn't mean that there's not something there to be seen. I'm just not yet in the right position to see it. So if we walk this direction, I'm going to do my best to try to do this without falling. Of course, that would make for another interesting philosophical point. You can see that river that we just saw that was ugly comes around this bend. And again, the bend, there's nothing exciting. It looks like a little trickle of water. Not much to get our hopes up about. But yet, when we come around that bend and begin to open our eyes to where we find ourselves, something entirely different begins to show up. Check this out. The sound of rushing water always encourages me and reminds me that life continues, that hope remains, and that despair, even though something that's tempting many days, is also something that doesn't have the final word. Because despite what we can see, there is always a bend in the river. And sometimes what lies just around that bend, the beauty of nature, the beauty of hope, the beauty of optimism when things look like they're absolutely not able to continue. It reminds me of that image of the frog who's being eaten by the stork. But as the frog's being swallowed, he has his hands around the stork's neck, saying, never give up. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith that just around the bend, there's a waterfall that's going to inspire us and encourage us to keep going, to keep paddling, to keep moving forward. So again, this little spontaneous philosophy for where we find ourselves. But I guess today, this is where I find myself, and this is what I'm able to see. And hopefully, this vision allows you to see a little further as well. Thanks for watching. As always, I'll see you tomorrow, unless a piano falls on our heads.